It's time to throw that away. Okay, as you turn back, you got someone to pray for. Happening every day, oh Lord. Ooh. All right, we got one more for you.
Give it up for Petty Education, y'all. They might have one more for us tonight. Who knows? It's live. If you were here last time, you got to enjoy that with us and really feel out the liveness of this show here we call the Outer Space Circuit Variety Show. It is still an open mic. If you want to join us tonight, go ahead and comment, let us know. We will have you on. Welcome again. My name is Julio Perdido. It is February the 21st, 2021. Got more to say about that day in part of its significance a little bit down the line. Maybe I should say it now, but that won't, because I want you to stick around and wait for it. So yeah, we're gonna play a song for you. We're Los Perdidos. You can't see him yet, but Sean's here. Sean is here with me. He's lost somewhere in the etherealness of space. But we defy space in the sense that our sound travels through it. So thanks for joining us. This song's called Too Many Black People Die.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Died just within our lives. Kneel and cry and cry. Protest you ask why. Oh why? Oh why? Black people still die. Getting tired of the lie. When we march, you ask why. Oh why? Why? They still die, they still die, they still die. They still die, they still die, they still die. They still die, they still die, they still die. Racism still alive. We must organize. Justice for black lives.
Like I said, y'all, it's live. Thanks for hanging out with us. Welcome to the second to last show of February. We will keep going after that. You better believe it, because next month I'm gonna have a special treat for y'all. Some of you have seen some of our Phantom Gallery displays in the windows out here at the shops in Arcata, and they're great shows. I think it's a really cool way for us to kind of be able to display people's art. Because of COVID, we know that lots of shops have had to have closed down, and there's a lot of empty storefronts. So, Outer Space Arcata, thank you, Taylor Schnurringer, for taking the initiative of putting those shows on, because people are still out walking around when the weather's nice. The weather was nice today. I hope you got to enjoy it somehow. But if you find yourself in Old Town next month, starting hopefully we'll have it ready on the 1st at the 424 Gallery. We're gonna have our BIPOC art show. Artists have already dropped off some work. I'm really excited to see how it all comes together and how it shows up in the space. It's a really cool. It's all windows. It's all windows in the front and the gallery space. If you've seen it, you've seen it and you know it. But if you haven't, hopefully you'll make it out next month to see the art. There's a lot of great art. I'm really excited to share art from this 11-year-old kid from Miranda. And then we have lots of other really dope artists in the community who turn stuff in. And I'm really grateful for that, because it's still too common that BIPOC folk do not get shown in gallery spaces. And I mean, even now, probably it's harder than ever, because galleries are not open as they used to be, and they shouldn't be until things are safe again. So yeah, we're gonna put that up. And next month we're gonna have some interviews with some of those artists. They're gonna be here on the show with us. It's gonna be great to hear them talk about what their work is about, what they're about, just what's going on. I'm probably just going to let them say whatever they want, really. If you know me, I don't want to guide them in any kind of way. I just want to hear them. I just want to see them. I just want you to hear them. I just want you to see them. And if you want anyone to hear you and see you tonight, comment, let us know you want to join live, and we'll have you on. So, moving forward from that, as I mentioned, today is February 21st, 2021. In the year 1965, on this very date, it's the Audubon Ballroom, I believe it was, Malcolm X was assassinated. There's still a lot of things around what happened and what led to it, but Malcolm X was someone who was quite radical. He was a Muslim, a member of the Muslim nation here, and he had a lot to say, and he had a lot of good things to say. I don't follow that religion, and there were certain things that, with most figures in history, I don't agree with everything everyone has said, but there were a few things that he said, and one of these quotes that I'm about to share is something that kind of struck me as I was growing up and as I was finding myself, and I continue to, right, because I'm not done yet. I had my kind of place in and out of faith and religion and just my place in the world and things around me. And at a certain point, I came to realize that I don't necessarily, and this might change, I'm not done yet, like I said. But I came to a certain point where I came to realize that I don't necessarily believe in a one thing or a many thing, but I do believe in human beings. And this quote here is from Malcolm X himself. Of course, it's taken out of context, because if you ever listen to any of his speeches, he's incredible in the way that he could keep saying things that really just kind of were powerful. But this is what he said. I believe in human beings, and that all human beings should be respected as such, regardless of color. Right? It's kind of interesting to think about someone who a lot of people see as a person who was anti-white, pro-black, to say that kind of thing. If you take any interest in learning more about him, you've seen that he had gone through an extremely long journey of his faith and just his life in general. And here's something that Betty Shabazz, his deceased wife, also had said at one point. She said, "I wish you power that equals your intelligence and your strength. I wish you success that equals your talent and your determination. I wish you faith." That was something that they were really strongly into, and was making sure that people had something to follow. And you know, I'll stand beside you if we're fighting for rights for people. So this is a place for that. If you ever want to join us and talk about what's going on out there in the world, please do so. But for now, we have some videos coming up. We're gonna kind of switch it up, but this is a cool rock and roll video from our friends Clean Girl and the Dirty Dishes. They are non-stop producing videos. You can't make as many dirty dishes as they make music videos and songs and such. So you probably could, but I don't know. You gotta wash those dishes, right? So yeah, we're gonna watch this video. Have fun.
wonder what that is.
Love me some animated kitty cat action. Our objective is complete freedom, complete justice, complete equality, by any means necessary. I don't think you need me to tell you who said that. Malcolm X, one more time. Tonight's not going to be all about Malcolm X. I just wanted to highlight the fact that he was assassinated. And you know, like I said, there's a lot that goes around what happened with that. There's a lot of investigation and things, but even still, as I see the struggle that's happening in the world right now, and at least as far as I can see, right, because we can't always catch it all, but there is time and place for us to be aware that there's always kind of a force that seems to be trying to oppress people, and of course, you know, the terms like marginalized, minority, things like that come up and down, and people use these as ways to describe who and where we are, and I think that it's a class thing, it's definitely a race thing, which are all these things that we made up, that we've kind of gone along with. But we also get to do things like Comida del Pueblo. If you know about Centro del Pueblo, you might have had any kind of interaction with them. You would understand that they're a dope group, and they do a lot of good things in the community, definitely focusing on indigenous people of the South, immigrant folks and everything. One of the new projects they have coming up within the next few months is it's called Comida del Pueblo, and they've been kind of finding connections with community gardens all over Humboldt County, and finding ways to put families in those gardens to grow their food, to nourish themselves not only with the food that they grow, but with the time they spent out in the gardens and planting and just learning and reconnecting to those roots of the ancestral knowledge that comes from the plants that we have grown to. Some of us have grown to like distance ourselves from them, not because of our own choices and things, right? But like you go to the grocery store, you might not find something that you grew up eating all the time, depending on who you are and where you're from. But Centro del Pueblo's Comida del Pueblo is definitely going to be one of those things where it's going to hopefully have a lot of people's initiative in what they want to grow. We're going to figure out how to make that happen for them. Also, they are looking for a new logo design. So if you go to their Instagram, Facebook, and their website, Centro del Pueblo of Humboldt County, you'll see that they got a whole thing happening, and if you want to submit something, go for it. They're super dope, and I'm pretty sure that they'll find a way to make sure that you get recognized for your work, even if you're not selected, because I just have that kind of feeling about them. I know you just heard me singing earlier, and you just heard me talking, but you know what's pretty cool? The Lost Coast Outpost, the Loco, they have this, what's it called? Like a little request video thing where bands in the area submit videos and like, you know, get shared on their page, and Los Perdidos made it on. We don't suck. So that's pretty dope. Up next we have a video from the time we went out to the bottoms here and found a pretty secluded spot to ourselves, and there really was no one around but birds and the sunset, and we had a fun time making this video. So check it out and share it with your friends. That's what we're here for. Did you guys like it? I hope you liked it. We had a pretty good time doing it. That's just another example of the kind of stuff we would like to have from you on the show. Pretty straightforward. Anything you want to make. I think I'll tell you a little bit more about our next week's featured artist a little bit down, maybe after this next video or something. I'm thinking about it, you know. But that's a video that me and my buddy Sean did, Los Perdidos, pew, pew, aguas, where we went out down to hear the Bottoms in Arcata, and we set up just our cell phones and played a song and put them together. And like I said, you know, we got accepted onto the Locos request video thing for bands out here, and thank you, because it feels good to have that be seen and to share it, and I hope it's doing its thing and helping y'all out there feel good about what's going on. Up next is another example of this endeavor of making something from just being outside with someone that's already in your bubble at the moment. Up next is a video that my Fig, that Fig and I couldn't think of anything. Check it out. This is a really fun video that we put together for, this is just a rough edit of one of Ariel Fig's new songs. So I hope you enjoy it.
But I was also like, fucking, oh wait. It's like, alright, now what?
Okay, so if the ghosts will let me get this one, that'd be great.
It has begun.
The world is always haunted on days like today. You can feel them walking. They come out to play. I can feel electricity running through my bloodstream. I can't create or destroy this energy. Why would I want Something's going wrong now. I'm grasping at my vessel. I'm not ready to go yet. I'm not ready to go into the quiet. If I can make it through this, I can make it through anything. If I can make it through this, I can make it through anything. If I can just land this, I can make it through anything. If I can just make it through this, I can make it through anything. It starts in my stomach. It takes over my mind. I don't know who's in my body. I don't know what the
Pretty fun, right? I thought it was a good time. A little backstory on that song. If you heard that little, if the ghosts will let me get this one right thing, Fig told me that the first time they tried recording that song, if you were joining us last week, you might have seen the weird stuff that was going on here electronically and personally for me, honestly, I feel like I was going through something. But Fig told me that when they first wrote that song, they recorded it, and their phone was like, it's nothing. They didn't get anything. And sure, I know things get glitchy every once in a while, but things are strange, right? And they made it through the song. The song is about their experience in the moment of writing the song. Here's another song that we're gonna play because unless you want to jump on now, is anyone signed up? All right, I don't see it. So you're gonna get another Los Perdidos song. This song, we still got a working title. It's kind of a newer song for us. It's still really fun for me to play, just like most of my other songs, our other songs, honestly. So hope you like it. It's like funky canela or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And I'll have some more stuff to say in a moment. So yeah, this was a newer song. We still got time for y'all. If you want to join us, go ahead and comment, let us know. We'll be back next week with a special guest. Wait to hear after the song who that is. I should tell you already. It's Violet Crabtree. Yeah, she's gonna get the hour next week, so I'm pretty stoked. Here's a song from us.
Quiero canela en mi café. Contigo la vida es mejor. Me encanta tu sabor. La vida es mejor, me encanta tu voz. La vida es mejor. Canela, dame canela.
Pretty fun. Thanks. Before I lose my whole trip on this whole Malcolm X thing, it's not all about Malcolm X, and it's not all about right now, and part of it's about tomorrow, part of it's about yesterday, right? If you look back, like Malcolm X, that was 1965, he was assassinated. Really close to a few other people back in that time that were doing things for people's rights, for human rights, right? If that's what it takes for people to hear it sometimes, to say human rights is what it takes, but since before I was alive, since people have been struggling, people have been fighting, people have been faced with oppression from many sides. It's misogyny, it's colonialism, it's hierarchy. The list is endless, and we're trying to chop those things down, right? Racism is a huge one. The pandemic, we are still living in a world with a pandemic, and there's no need to point the fingers at individual people unless you're talking about people who have power to make decisions that influence the lives of many people. And not to say that we should go out there and take these people down necessarily, but we should use our voices. And earlier, when I read that quote about, saying by any means necessary, this is one of the means we have for doing that. This online thing, if you know anything about what's going on in the United States, you know that people use the tool of the internet for many things. A lot of it is used for hate speech, for confusion, for misinformation, but it is also a place to share our strengths, our wisdom, our power, our knowledge, our community, so many other things, our vulnerability, our everything else, so many more things that we're not even aware that we have sometimes, right? Just by showing up every once in a while, seeing. I know for me that seeing someone show up to an event that I think is important means a lot to me. It's like another drop in the ocean, another little gust of wind, another grain of sand on the beach. It's all these things that come together, and when we realize that as humans, we can really do a lot of things for each other, and we just have these kind of ideas in our heads that have been put there from previous folks and just institutions that we are all living through right now. I think it's important to realize that we have the power to do something about that right now. Sometimes that means just speaking out and saying what you need to do. Sometimes that means sitting down and being quiet. Sometimes that means whatever it means for you, right? I think that for as long as we're going to have to do this, I'm going to do my best to make sure that I am remaining open to the experiences of other people close to me and far from me, because I feel things, I see things, I taste things, I have an experience that is mine, and you have an experience that is yours. But we can connect on that, because there are some overlaps. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have video from our friend Hudson, another prolific artist here in Humboldt County who pumps out a lot of dope work all the time. Really fun stuff to dance to, really fun stuff to just kind of trip out to, really fun in general. Is a good guy. I like Hudson. I think we still got a little bit of time if anyone wants to join us for anything, but for now we're going to play this, it's kind of... What's that?
I'm not going to play that. That's about the last specific thing.
Oops, what's next?
Nothing, us.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I jumped the line a little, so I thought we were closer to the point of the hour that I thought we were. But anyway, we're gonna figure it out because that's the power of being creative, right? Being creative is not only being able to do things that are visual or auditory or palatable in a sort of sense of consumption, but being creative also means figuring out how you're going to run your day, how you're going to get to bed, what you're going to do, when you're going to do your laundry throughout your day, because that's part of the thing that most of us have to do, when you're going to walk the dog or feed the cat or brush your teeth. And for some people these things are not mechanized, but for some people they got it locked down. But a part of that is being creative in the way that we treat ourselves and the people around us, right? I'm not always feeling good all the time, but it's not on me to do that and to put that on someone else. I do have my limits, and I do have my energy that I have to conserve, because I can't take it all the time. But if you know me, you see me out there running around. I'm kind of busy, but it helps me feel like I'm doing something for my life and the world around me. So.
How about they don't stop, so we don't stop?
So, on that note, as we are, and like, I just want to throw some other names out, like Audre Lorde, Bell Hooks, Tommy Okume, or Stokely Carmichael. Who else is there? There's so many. You might already know Martin Luther King Jr., right? There's so many folks out there, and current people that are still around that are doing work to help the world around us in racial, social justice kind of things. So, yeah. So one of the things that I've always taken from those folks back in the time, as I learned about it, because sometimes it feels like things are happening now, but they've been happening for a long time. So, there's a song I got. It's called They Don't Stop, So We Don't Stop. And that means that we must continue to fight for our right to party, to live, to eat, to swim, to laugh, to cry, because hopefully eventually someday it won't be such an obstacle for us to just be able to have human dignity. But this song here is called They Don't Stop, So We Don't Stop. And yeah, I hope you like it. It's been coming around a lot lately, so here goes. Want me to just start it?
Yes.
Time I rise, yeah, I see
Sean, for being free with me and doing that song spontaneously tonight. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We are not done yet. I think we're getting closer though. I thought earlier we were there, pero me equivoqué. I was mistaken. Yeah, just to recap, just to say some things over again. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Los Perdidos. This is Outer Space Arcade's variety show, Open Mic. You will not have an opportunity to join us live next week. But do join us to watch Violet Crabtree's featured hour because, excuse me, because Violet is an amazingly talented artist here in Humboldt County, a painter, illustrator, a graphic designer, sculptor. If you might have seen the video before, but Sue and the Nami is a little project I'm a part of. We came out of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch right out there in the Pacific Ocean. We took as many little floaty plastic things as we could and made it on shore, and we brought to you the rockin' sounds of Pacific Coast, Pacific Garbage Patch, and Violet Crabtree, wonderfully enough, helped us make a music video to spread it and to share it with you guys. A really fun music video, check it out. It's called No Way by Sue and the Namis. I wouldn't even be able to tell you many other videos that she has done for other artists from here and further out. She also makes her own things for herself, just like you can do for you. And if you want to do it for you and share it here, we'll have you anytime. But next week, Violet Crabtree will be our featured artist. Also, just to remind you, in March, we're going to have a BIPOC art show at the 424 Gallery in Old Town Eureka. I'm really excited to have some of those guests on this show and hear about what their art's all about. Let's see here. Shout out to Loco for having us, Los Perdidos, on their total request video thing. Wish I knew it better. Clean Girl and Dirty Dishes, thank you for keeping it up. Petty Education tonight, that's what we started off with. Centro del Pueblo, if you see them out there, get close because, socially distanced close, but get close to do that. And check out their new project, Comida del Pueblo, and go see if you can make a logo for them. It'd be pretty rad. Thank you, Fig. Thank you, Sean. I think we're at the point where maybe we could do this last video from Hudson. I'll keep going on until it pops up. But yeah, next week, like I said, we got Violet Crabtree. After that, we're gonna have same kind of thing here. I really do appreciate y'all listening to me go on and on tonight. Wear your masks, get your shot. I got my second one. I felt icky, but it's better that way, I think. It's better than getting the actual thing. Yeah, take care of each other. Keep making things that you want to make, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Do I even have to say that? Oh my God.
Chocolate is my Valentine. When I eat it, I lose my mind. Chocolate is my Valentine. When I eat it, I lose my mind. Chocolate for breakfast. Chocolate for lunch. Chocolate for dinner. I don't need mine. Chocolate for breakfast. Chocolate for lunch. Chocolate for dinner. I don't need mine. Chocolate is my Valentine. When I eat it, I lose my mind. Chocolate is my Valentine. When I eat it, I lose my mind. Chocolate is my Valentine. When I eat it, I lose my mind. Chocolate is my Valentine. When I eat it, I lose my mind. Chocolate for breakfast. Chocolate for lunch. Chocolate for dinner. I don't need mine. Chocolate for breakfast. Chocolate for lunch. Chocolate for dinner. I don't need mine. I just really love. Shall food for dinner, or nothing less. Shall food for breakfast, shall food for lunch, shall food for dinner, or nothing less. Shall food for breakfast, shall food for lunch, shall food